I am here joined by Snipes 2430, the most My League online wins. Snipes, how you pulling off all these W's, man?
Man, I don't know, man. Just hard work and dedication. I'm just putting in the hours, putting in that work. Definitely in the gym, getting those shotguns.
Definitely. So, what kind of setup do you have?
A nighttime act, and we've got, well, he sure has. First NBA All-Star ever out of Australia. Thanks, David. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. We've got Johnson. Simmons is out there with Brown. Then it's Joel Embiid, and it's Ayton in at the power forward. And for the Heat, they've got Whiteside. JaVale McGee is out there with Chris Middleton, and it's Wall, and it's Leonard in at the 2. Now here's Embiid over Whiteside. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Doris, there is nothing like opening night in the NBA. Every fan base just teeming with optimism for the upcoming season.
I think all of us are just so thrilled to have NBA basketball back. There's no losses in the losing column. Everybody's happy. Let's tip it off and go.
And guys have that little step, and these first weeks of the season are always exciting.
Oh, no doubt. Everybody's bursting with enthusiasm. Players are fresh.
Well, he might not be blocking 4 shots a game anymore, but Hassan Whiteside's still a factor in the paint defensively.
Free throw, good, Whiteside. And with Whiteside, his size and length set him apart from others defensively. Greg, even at the center position.
You just can't ignore the reach and coverage that Whiteside has when he's in the paint. Even though the block numbers aren't what they once were, the amount of shots he changes is still very high.
And both free throws good from Whiteside. Here's Oklahoma City. Simmons on the wing, covered by Wall. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. No good with the triple. Middleton the pass to McGee, and that one drops.
And how about the bounce pass there being used to perfection?
Outside, Simmons. And now, just over a minute played here in the first. Over Wall. And that one's good, Simmons.
And not a lot you can do to prevent Simmons from creating space. It's what he does best in pick and roll.
Wall against Brown. Wall attacking. And Wall with the slam.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
Here's Brown, following the score by Miami. Wall looking it over. And the slam dunk by Wall.
Yeah, it's hard to keep up with him. John Wall just a blur with that first step. Beep, beep.
Simmons passes to Thompson. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Poked away. And now it's Leonard running. Here we go. All the way. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, we're talking about a multi-time winner of the Defensive Player of the Year. Huge hands, creates lots of turnovers.
Embiid kicks to Thompson. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good look. Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
And Wall. Here we go now. And it's blocked by Simmons.
How about the balance and body control? Simmons able to send that one packing.
Here's Thompson. And Thompson throws it down.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finish hard with two hands on that stuff. Ball against Simmons. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Embiid.
Boy, the speed just makes it so tough to contain John Wall without fouling. Well, we know this. John Wall is a great scorer, but let's not forget that over the course of his career, he's always been looking to create for others as well. Now, sometimes he can get a little ahead of himself, but the unselfishness shows in his assist totals.
And that one misses. And with Wall, the assists are always high. But Doris, his turnovers are up there too, unfortunately.
Yeah, no doubt, Kevin. And I think part of that is because John Wall plays the game at breakneck speed. You hope as the years go on, he becomes more efficient in terms of his decision-making.
Bam Adebayo is checked in for Oklahoma City. And he ends up missing both free throws.
I think you can make a very strong case that John Wall has been underrated throughout his career. This guy is a multi-talented point guard who prides himself on leading his guys.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Middleton, and it's blocked.
Boy, really tough to score on DeAndre Ayton. Such a patient shot blocker, guys.
And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. Trailing by 2. Pass to Adebayo. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And Miami calls their first time out of the game. And all the tools that made DeAndre Ayton the top pick in the 2018 draft already, Doris, on display at the start of his NBA career.
You know what, Kevin? People wanted to knock DeAndre Ayton for his defense, which wasn't horrific. But they forgot about all the things he can do. Let's remember, he's a great screener in the pick and roll. He can shoot from range. He's got incredible instincts with an incredible physicality to his game. Don't talk about the defense. Ayton too good on the offensive end.
Here's the 2K leaderboard with the list of the league's top shot blockers from last season. 5th on the list, JaVale McGee.
And shot blocking is the element of the game that I think he cares about the most. That's where he puts in that effort and energy.
And Wall kicks to Leonard. And taken away by Brown. Jumps up and finished off by Brown.
I tell you, when Brown is running like that, it's hard to stop him. This guy is superb at beating defenders up the floor.
For Miami, they've gone 4-7 from the field, shooting over 50%. The pass to Leonard. Over Brown. Again, the miss by the Heat. The Thunder with the lead. Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
Now here's Simmons. Ball with the steal. And here comes Leonard, leading the pass break. And that one's good. His second basket at 4, shooting 50%.
You've got to keep the defense on their heels, and Kawhi consistently able to make pull-up jump shots.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That's his first foul. Ball against Simmons. Passes to Ayton. Just 5 to shoot. Thompson for the triple.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
And they're on the break. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And checking out the numbers for Whiteside, last year getting it done. 7th in blocks, 9th in rebounding, and a great touch around the rim. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
Great anticipation and timing. That's how he ended up a top 10 shot blocker. Outside Leonard. Shoots over Brown. Here's Whiteside, and he uses the glass on the way.
And the presence of Whiteside in the paint, really unreal. He is a dominant figure down low. Great work to grab that second chance opportunity.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
Leonard dishes the Wall. Leonard against Brown. 14 feet away. Tries again, and it's denied. Back to Simmons. That shot, no good. Good work defensively by Whiteside. Here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
I'll tell you, if you leave a guy open, John Wall is going to put it on time and on target. Sometimes the defense is not going to look good as a result.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. Their last encounter was in Oklahoma City.
Really a disappointing effort. That game could have and should have been closer than it was.
Listen, Greg, I don't fault the effort. That was there all night. It was the quality of play that was lacking. There was not a ton of cohesion. They've got to figure it out.
Changes here for the Heat. Love check in for JaVale McGee. TJ Warren comes in for Chris Middleton. And Trae Young subbed in for John Wall. Now here's Simmons. They double up Simmons. Brown wide open. He fires. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. The Heat leading by 4. Here's Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And that's the advantage of having a lead guard who can both pass and shoot. Young draws attention and takes advantage of a poor rotation defensively.
Now here's Simmons. Pass to Thompson. Will it go? And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Warren the pass to Whiteside. Thompson against Young. Shot from the wing. Some solid defense from Brown. Thunder trailing by 6. Simmons dishes to Ayton. Fires from 14. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Throws down the alley-oop slam.
What a connection DeAndre Ayton has with his guys. Great timing on the alley-oop.
Young finds Leonard. Lets it go. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
Here's Simmons, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Wow, how about the start to this game? Taking excellent shots, capitalizing on everything the defense is giving him. This is great stuff.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Hassan Whiteside. And Andrew Wiggins is subbed in for Kawhi Leonard. Then for the Thunder, Hachimura, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Hayward comes in for Klay Thompson. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander subbed in for Jaylen Brown. That one misses for Simmons. Doris, if you were going to build a team around one player, who would that player be?
Well, I think because of his age and continued growth opportunity, I would probably say Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's playing at an MVP level. He's still got another decade where he's probably in the peak range of his playing capabilities. And the reality is Giannis still has so much growing to do. He's a force at the rim. He continues to build that three-point game. And Kev, once he gets that in-between game, he will be unguardable.
Can't argue with that at all. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. Ball checked in for Oklahoma City. And the Heat call time here.
Boy, for all the talent Andrew Wiggins brings to the table, you wonder what his assessment of the 2018-19 season is. Obviously, he took a step back in terms of his production, and I think that had a lot to do with his lack of consistency with his shot. He's got a ton of talent. Let's see where it takes him.
Check out some stats on Gordon Hayward. How he did last season. Averaged about 11 points a game last season. 4 rebounds and 3 assists. Well, fans of this team will take this kind of production from him without hesitation.
I'll tell you, he has been a solid contributor. They have called his number, and he has delivered for them.
Now here's Wiggins. Nurkic can't hit.
And, Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
Here's Paul. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Well, we're now in the back end of what has been, Greg, an incredible career for Chris Paul. Perhaps no longer the undisputed best point guard in the game, but still a top talent.
And Chris Paul might not be the best point guard, but any team would be happy to have him. His efficiency and playmaking aren't going away anytime soon. And even though he's never been an overly athletic player, that aspect of his game still is strong as ever.
Now, here is Young. No points in the game yet for him. Looking to end the run. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
This is what the crowd comes to see. Young has that it factor.
Paul kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Hayward. Nurkic trying to get open. The shot's good from Gordon Hayward.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Miami trailing. Young pass to Nurkic. Begins with the bounce pass. Young dishes to Wiggins. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Here's Paul. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. And the Thunder lead by 3.
Okay, Gordon Hayward, we know you're an all-star level talent as a scorer. Now you're just showing off with that pass.
Young taking his time here. And again, Miami with the triple.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
1:03 left to play in the first quarter. From 13, and it's Paul missing. Miami's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Young left side, over Paul. Young's shot is off. Oklahoma City's gone 0 of 3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. And Hayward at the stuff.
Well, just great recognition from Hayward. Shows his vertical to finish that pass.
Young pass to Nurkic. Kicks it to Wiggins. Young dishes to Wiggins. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Nurkic. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Now the pass to Hayward. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Six seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And here's Walker outside. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Oklahoma's. There's a great friendship between Melo, LeBron, Dwayne Wade.
Sort of long.
And you see that a lot nowadays. Star players developing friendships and GA spending time with each other off the floor.
Yeah, some people hate it because they want that bad blood you used to see, but no reason you have to hate someone to really compete against them.
Welcome back, everyone. It's Noche Latina in the NBA as we resume action. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Total intimidation that first period. That is what has helped power them to this early lead.
On the floor for Oklahoma City, getting going here in the second quarter. Hachimura out there with Joel Embiid. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Hayward. And it's Paul in at the point. Walker's shot is off.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
From 13, Nurkic with the block. Wiggins outside. He kicks it to Walker. They get it again. Second shot opportunity. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Embiid.
Boy, isn't Kevin crafty with the pump fake? make, knows how to work his way to the free throw line.
That one is no good. The fifth pick back in 2008 out of UCLA doors, Kevin Love, giving back to his alma mater.
That's right. He matched Russell Westbrook for the largest ever donation by a former student athlete. Named in his honor now, the Kevin Love Strength and Conditioning Center is helping others pursue their dreams. How cool is that?
And here's Walker, following the three from Chris Paul. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Wiggins missing. The Thunder leading by 6. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. But they recover it. And it's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for the Heat. Next step for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. And that's the third of 4 straight played at home. Outside Warren. Back to Walker. There's the triple. The Thunder pull it in. Passes it to Hachimura. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And proving to be effective around the rim. Hachimura leaving no doubt about that one.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Here's Walker. He takes the elbow jumper and drains it. Walker's got his first 2 points.
Working against size, he's just crafty enough to carve out some wiggle room.
I'll tell you, the analytics crew may not like the mid-range, but sometimes you just got to put it in the basket.
Nurkic with the block, and he recovers it. Ball passes to Embiid. Another shot. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Embiid's got 6.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Greg, to me, this is simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Now, here's Walker. 14 points from him the last game against Charlotte.
And don't forget about the work he did on the boards. His rebounding was a huge help in that game.
And the Heat with some changes. JaVale McGee's checked in for Love. Chris Middleton comes in for Warren. And it's John Wall in for Andrew Wiggins. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Andre Ayton's checked in for Hachimura. Thompson comes in for Gordon Hayward. Brown is checked in for Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. And Simmons subbed in for Paul. Brown outside. No good on that one. And the Heat going the other way now. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Physical finish by Wall, and if you're defending, you've got to get your money's worth.
And some changes here for the Heat. Whiteside's checked in for Nurkic, and it's Kawhi Leonard in for Walker. And glad to see John Wall back out there after fighting back from his Achilles injury he suffered in early 2019.
And obviously, Kevin, an Achilles injury is very worrisome for any athlete, but particularly one like John Wall, whose speed is a major part of his game. But boy, he looks good out there, and you hope he avoids any more injuries the rest of his career.
Now, here's Whiteside after Jaylen Brown's miss. Pass to Wall. And he goes right over Jaylen Brown and slams it down.
Well, there's your dunk contest champion back in 2014. Wall puts a little extra on that one.
Outside, Simmons. Now the feed to Ayton. Got a piece of it, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wall.
A moment to check out DeAndre Ayton here. Coming off a terrific season. 10th in field goal percentage, and he did his share on the glass, battled his way into the top 15 in rebounds per game.
And you know, back to his tremendous efficiency shooting last season, top 10 in the league, his dead-eye shooting creates so many opportunities for that offense. Now here's Leonard after the miss from Klay Thompson. It's Wall with the drop.
What plows his way to the rack. John Wall putting the defense on their heels.
Wall against Simmons. Newton from beyond the arc. The Thunder with another miss. The Heat trail by 3. Coach is liking what he's seeing from his offense.
And guys, they put the defense on the defensive.
And he lobs it up toward the rim, and it's McGee with the jam.
Well, the playmaking ability of John Wall on display. So explosive. What a pretty pass.
Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And he's known as the Claw. Kawhi Leonard Doris with some of the biggest hands in the NBA.
Well, consider, Kevin, that hand is over 11 inches from thumb to pinky. That's 52% wider than the normal hand. Basically, his hands correspond to a person who would be almost 9 feet tall. Incredible.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. Doris, you've accomplished so much in your award-winning career. What was your first experience in broadcasting?
Kevin, my first experience was I left coaching and they put Providence College women's basketball on radio. That was the first ever game I got to call. It was so cool. Tell me yours. What was the very first? Did you study this? How did you get into broadcasting?
I did. Our high school had a radio station, and the first basketball broadcast was underneath the bleachers, looking through popcorn boxes and legs of the people that were standing in the bleachers so that I could see the court from the baseline.
Amazing.
Because that's where the telephone cables were to plug in our equipment.
Wow.
I was 16 years old.
Incredible.
I remember very well.
Incredible.
Now here's Ayton. Kicks to Thompson. Ball with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Pulls it from 20. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. And so Simmons will bring it up for the Thunder. Here's Thompson, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And Doris, for as great as Klay Thompson is with his shooting and his scoring, you have to acknowledge his terrific defense as well.
Kevin, he is elite on the defensive end of the floor. For Klay Thompson, he's tall enough, he's long enough, he's got exceptional feet, exceptional length, incredible discipline, stick-to-itiveness. Any defensive quality you could hope for, Klay Thompson has it.
Here's Brown, following the basket by JaVale McGee.
And his lateral quickness really allows him to stay in front of the shooter there and challenge the shot.
And this is the key. In this game, you've got to be able to move your feet to be successful on the defensive end.
And the rejection by Embiid, stolen by McGee. And it's McGee with the jam.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
And so here is Oklahoma City after the Heat pick up 2. 5 to shoot. Here's Embiid shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. They get Hassan Whiteside.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Young's checked in for Whiteside. And Embiid drops them both.
Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Now Young, 6 points for him, and he comes up with the deuce. McGee's got 8 points in the quarter.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Simmons, the bounce pass. A fader. Embiid, no good.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
Now here's Simmons. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. Simmons. Good. Simmons got 6 points.
I admire Simmons' ability inside. That's where he's an elite finisher.
Young outside. Dishes it to Leonard. Drops it in from 14 feet away. 12 points for him.
Well, we know this about Kawhi Leonard. He can score at all 3 levels, taking advantage of the mid-range game there.
Simmons passes to Brown. Here's Simmons. He's got 6. Shot from 12. Here's Ayton. And terrific work on the offensive glass when he picks up 2. Ayton's got his second basket of the night. Miami's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Here's the floater. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist from Young. Young's got 3 assists tonight. Thunder trailing by 3. And Simmons kicks to Brown. Back to Simmons. Here's the pass to Ayton. Brown feeling it out a bit. Can't tie it up as that one misses.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
Just great anticipation by Young. He just sees the play developing, knows exactly where he wants to go with the ball.
Here's Simmons, following the basket by JaVale McGee. And the dunk by Brown.
Boy, you get a real glimpse of the explosiveness of Jaylen Brown. What a big-time finish.
Ball against Simmons. Leonard the pass to McGee, and the shot is good. McGee's got 12 now in this quarter.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Passes it to Ayton. Thompson outside, jacks up a 3, gets that one to drop. A rare make, bumping him up to 3 for 10.
Boy, when the three-pointer's falling as efficiently as Klay Thompson is capable of making it, it is really hard on a defense.
56 seconds left in the first half of the game. Brown outside. Back to Simmons. It's stolen by Wall. Wall draws the double. Middleton on the wing. Back to Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Young. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. Love check in for Miami. Wiggins comes in for John Wall. Adebayo is checked in for the Thunder. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Young with no one around. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Young's got the lead up to 8 now for the Heat. Middleton against Thompson. On deep. And no good in the last second attempt this time. And, all right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It was a closely contested first quarter for Miami. Some good moments from both teams. And that'll do.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the court for the Heat, Kawhi Leonard is out there with Wall. Then there's Whiteside, and there's JaVale McGee. And it's Middleton in at the small forward position. That's tipped.
Great execution of the double team right there, able to strip it and then get the possession.
Simmons dishes to Brown. Thompson surveying the floor. Clock at 6. Here's Simmons. And it's Miami with the rebound. McGee's got his 5th rebound in this one. Wall attacking. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
Getting resourceful there. Go ahead, John Wall, on the interior.
to the middle from 12 feet out. That's in, and the Miami lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Thompson.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Middleton outside. Pass to Leonard. Takes the three. No good on the shot. Some solid defense from Brown. Simmons against Middleton. Simmons inside. That one off the back iron and out.
Well, tremendous defensive effort on the interior. That's the kind of contest you want.
And the slam dunk by McGee.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Now, here's Thompson. 10 points for him. Back to Embiid. And they double up Embiid. And here is Simmons. From deep three-point range, it's John Wall with the rebound. And they're running. Here's Leonard. Right side trying to break free. Second chance shot. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Brown down low. He's covered by Leonard. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And you look at Jaylen Brown, the 3rd pick back in 2016. Doris, tantalizing strength and athleticism.
Well, the absolute definition of a perfect basketball body. Excellent first step. For him, it's all about aggressiveness. Bringing those tools to bear in terms of your basketball skill.
And Simmons kicks to Embiid. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That's his first foul. And Miami making a change here. Nurkic is checked in. Brown outside. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. They get Hassan Whiteside. Doris, you play, you coach, you broadcast, you've done it all in this business. How did you like to be coached when you were a player at the very top of your game?
Yeah, I think one of my favorite things were coaches who challenged me. Those who would not allow me to accept the level I was currently at. Those who wanted to push me and extend and expand my game. Listen, every player wants to be respected. Every player wants to feel valued. But the great ones to me, the LeBron James, the Kevin Durant, they want to be coached hard. They want you to push them to the greatest possible level they're capable of.
That's great insight. Now here's Simmons. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. Simmons passes to Embiid. Thompson against Leonard. 5 on the clock. 3-pointer. The shot by Thompson, no good.
This is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Here's Warren. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. You talk about the quiet producers in the league. T.J. Warren is one of the first names that come to mind.
The last few seasons, Warren has come close to chipping in 20 points a game. Doesn't do anything flashy, but he just hits his shots and piles up the points on a nightly basis.
Kemba Walker's checked in for the Heat. And then for Oklahoma City, Gordon Hayward's checked in for Klay Thompson. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Brown. And Chris Paul's subbed in for Ben Simmons. Outside Leonard. Outside Warren. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that 3-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now here's Paul. 10 points for him. Gets the 14-footer to fall. Paul's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, what you like about Paul in the pick and roll, not just excellent timing with the pass, but the placement. It's always where it needs to be for the finish.
Here's Hachimura. He's covered by Leonard. Shoots over Walker. The shot by Paul, no good. The Heat leading by 7. Outside Leonard. Pass to Whiteside. The Thunder pull it in. Embiid's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Hachimura. Nice D from Warren. Miami's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Up top, Leonard. Warren, the pass to Nurkic. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul. And here's the upcoming schedule now for the Miami Heat. On Friday, they'll host the New York Knicks. And then on Saturday, they'll be facing Kyrie Irving and the Chicago Bulls. And Miami has possession. They've led by as much as 10. Clock at 4. Here's Leonard. Drops it in from 14 feet away. Leonard's got 16.
Just 1 for 5 this quarter. You know he wants to help his team, but not sure if shooting is the way to do it.
Here's Paul. Nurkic with the block. Leonard with the ball. Chris Paul covering. Leonard draws the double to the inside. Nurkic, that's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got his 4th assist in this one.
Well, Kawhi Leonard's passing skills have developed over the years, and if you give him that much attention, he'll find his teammates.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. Good work there as it goes. Leonard's got the lead up to 13 now for the Heat.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Time call here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
Boy, you think back to the quadriceps injury that derailed almost all of the 2018 season for Kawhi Leonard. I'll tell you, he is back to peak form and reminding us that he is elite on both the offensive and defensive ends.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Kevin Love's checked in for Whiteside. Young is subbed in for Leonard.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
Young inside. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. And you talk about the best two-way player in the NBA. I think a lot of people, Doris, would put Kawhi Leonard at the top of that list.
Let's remember, Kawhi's a former Defensive Player of the Year, averaging over 25 points a game for a season. He doesn't necessarily wow you with his eye-popping athleticism, but the reality is this: Kawhi Leonard is a multi-time champion.
Shot's good by Walker.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
Now, here's Paul. 14 points for him. Miami grabs the miss. Walker looking for an opening. Down low. Here's Nurkic. Shoots over Embiid. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Embiid. And last season, a rare 5-by-5 game achieved by Jusuf Nurkic. 24 points, 23 rebounds, 7 assists, 5 steals, Greg, and 5 blocks in a game against the Kings.
And how about the only player ever to log a 20, 25, and 5 game, the Bosnian Beast, making a name for himself.
And it's Wiggins missing.
It's never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
It's tipped. Nurkic with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Young with the ball. Three-pointer. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Young's got 15.
You know, you can't afford to let Young slip by you, especially in these open floor situations. That is inviting trouble.
And Simmons slams it in.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt here.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his groove.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And Doris, among NBA big men, Kevin Love with some of the best hands you'll find in the league.
No doubt, Kevin, and that's going to help in his shooting game, his passing game, and his rebounding game. This is one of the most skilled bigs we've seen in the history of the league.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Ayton's checked in. Now here's Simmons. 8 points for him. Here's Thompson. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. He's got 12.
Boy, that mid-range J is so nice. Klay Thompson, automatic.
And here's Walker outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And the Heat lead by 16.
Over the taller defender. This is why you have to stay connected to shooters on the perimeter.
Today's player is not intimidated by size. You even give them a sliver of a window, and they're going to make that shot.
Here's Young after the made shot from Klay Thompson. Young dishes to Walker. Wiggins outside. Out left to the wing. Just 4 to shoot. Fires the 3. And it's Walker that time on the assist from Young. 10 points for Kemba Walker.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
And Simmons kicks to Brown. Back to Simmons. The putback. It's good on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Brown against Walker. Over Brown. Walker's shot is off. Thunder trailing by 15. Simmons looking around. There's the dish to Brown. Thompson for the triple. And it's Miami with the rebound. Love's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Well, after hitting 1 triple in the first half, it's been all radio silence since.
And that's going to be a treble.
And we get a chance to check out the numbers for Kemba Walker. He's coming off an excellent season, 10th in scoring. And he also finished in the top 20 of the assist rankings, making plays for others and making his teammates better.
And back to his points per game average last year, he literally propped up the team's offense whenever they needed it. Wiggins passes to Love. Doesn't go that time. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. Young against Simmons. We've got 22 seconds left here in the third quarter. The pass to Ayton. Thompson in the corner. Fires from deep. Drains it from beyond the arc. Thompson's got 9 points now in the quarter.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
And stolen by Simmons. There's the 3. Offline. And so it's the Miami Heat up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. Their strategy has been clear. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And Oklahoma City, look at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. They've got Jaylen Brown out there with Ben Simmons. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Thompson in at the 3. Here's Young. Lays it up off the glass.
Such a creative ball handler. Young has an ability to carve out room for himself with his dribble.
Simmons against Young. McGee with the block. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Middleton looking it over. Young finds Middleton. 6 to shoot. Wiggins right side. For 3. McGee trying to break free. Second chance effort, and it's blocked. Simmons Simmons on the wing. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
No answer for Simmons, a tenacious scorer who finishes with muscle through contact.
And some changes here for the Heat. Whiteside's checked in for Love. Leonard comes in for Wiggins, and John Wall subbed in for Young.
When Klay Thompson gets his game going, there's nobody in the league who's more dangerous to a defense. This guy, when his shot starts to fall, runs as hot as any player in the league.
And that one goes long.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
It's good. And that's 20 points for Kawhi Leonard.
When Kawhi Leonard is healthy, he can dominate both ends of the floor. Nice job to finish it there.
And with Klay, when he goes off for these huge games, Doris, sometimes he doesn't even dribble.
That's the amazing fact about Klay Thompson is a lot of his best games are all catch-and-shoot situations. His ability to be relentless in moving without the basketball and find the space. And do you know it only takes him 0.79 seconds to get his jump shot off?
Here's Leonard, and another basket for Miami.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
That is the competitiveness he brings to the table. Every night you're going to get great effort from him.
Back to Adebayo. On the wing, Thompson. The 17-footer misses off the left iron. And Whiteside's got the ball here for the Heat. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. Leonard kicks to Middleton. Passes it to Whiteside. From 13, and it's Wall. That time the assist by Whiteside. And the Heat lead by 20.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Simmons passes to Brown. To the paint. It's deflected. Outside, Wall. And it's blocked by Simmons. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. And the Thunder making a change here. Embiid's checked in. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. They need this one. The shot by Thompson, no good.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. And looking at the numbers for Whiteside the last few years, Greg, it seems like his production has come back out of it.
And for a minute, Whiteside looked like he could be a dominant center, but he struggled since his great 2017 season. Shot selection has been hurting, and sometimes it feels like he is in his own way as a player.
Brown the pass to Thompson. Brown against Leonard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shot on the wing, and it's Whiteside with the rebound.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the chart.
And the slam dunk by McGee.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. In basketball, like many sports, you can call some kind of penalty on almost every play. So with that in mind, where do we draw that line?
I would say that most coaches and most players would say as long as there's consistency with officiating, they can adapt to the way the game is being called. As fans, as broadcasters, what we want to see the game remain free-flowing, fluid, gritty, the ability to move and cut and not be impeded in your progress. That's what I want to see.
And we see that most nights.
No doubt.
Here's Leonard. Banked in off the glass. Leonard's got 24. They're getting beat up pretty badly out there.
I don't care what anybody says. You can't keep the status quo. If it ain't working, you got to make some changes.
Here's Whiteside. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play.
Pass to Thompson. Back to Brown. Shot clock at 5. He dishes it to Embiid. The shot's good. Brown making the play. And 12 points for Joel Embiid.
Well, Jaylen Brown has a ton of upside, and he shows it with his passing ability there.
Here's Wall. Whiteside. And Whiteside stays right with it.
And now 6 straight points here coming on the inside.
Wall against Simmons. Dishes to Brown. You and I were just talking about something Commissioner Silver said the other day about a proposed mid-season tournament. What do you think?
Well, I certainly think if they do move to a mid-season tournament, it's going to have real value for it to matter. To get the fans engaged, something has to be on the line. So, number one, you obviously you're going to have 2 goals. Instead of 1 championship, maybe you want to win that mid-season tournament too.
A different look for Miami. Bertanis, he's checked in for Whiteside. T.J. Warren comes in for JaVale McGee. And Trevor Ariza is subbed in for Chris Middleton. The Thunder shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. And that one's good. Hachimura.
And showing some toughness on that take. Hachimura, these kinds of buckets can energize a team.
Ball against Paul. Pass to Bertans. Lets it go with the 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Bertans got his first 3 points of the game.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it, Greg? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Ball against Paul. Leaves it dishes to Leonard. Pulls it up. The shot that time, not on target. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again.
You know, fought hard from start to finish on that play. Defended the shot and then finished it off with the rebound.
Ariza no luck. Thunder shooting in the 4th quarter, not pretty, down around 29%. Paul passes to Hayward. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Doris, basketball continues to gain in popularity around the world, doesn't it? It's amazing to me.
It does. Adam Silver, the commissioner, has said, I believe we can be the #1 spot in the world. Obviously, they'd have to overcome the soccer, and that's popularity. But think about this, Kevin, how inclusive a game basketball is. And the love spans across gender, race, ethnicity, religious affiliation. And the best part about the game of basketball is this, Kevin. When you're growing up and trying to get better, you need a ball, you need a hoop, and you need you, and you don't need anything else.
That is so well said.
And any discussion about CP3 has to start with his hands. The dribble moves, all the steals he gets, he uses his hands better than just about anybody.
Gallinari, he's checked in for Hachimura. And so Paul nails both of them. And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for Miami. Higgins outside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And as talented as Andrew Wiggins is, there are games, Doris, when he can fade into the background, when his team needs him the most.
Yes, and the questions become, is he passive? Is he disengaged on the offensive end? And that, I think, can be frustrating, because people around the league will tell you that this young man is as talented and as skilled as any player in the league. It's really, for Andrew Wiggins, about finding a measure of consistency.
Paul finds Gallinari. And here's Kanter. Bertans defending. Kanter, the pass to Paul. And he gets the bucket.
Well, you can tell Kanter uses his size to survey the floor, and he's really good at finding the holes in the defense with his passing.
Miami's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Walker against Paul. Left side, Walker. Clock at 6. Here's Wiggins. Got it. Good job in the low post. Wiggins has got 4 this quarter.
Well, he's still adding upper body strength, but boy, Andrew Wiggins helping him to score in traffic.
And Gallinari kicks to Westbrook. Over Wiggins. Wiggins with some nice D.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And the pass to Love. Back to Wiggins. Walker against Hayward. And that's good. Kemba Walker for 3.
I'll tell you, you have got to have a short memory. You put a poor first half behind you, and you get to work here in the second.
Westbrook with it. He's picked up by Walker. Westbrook surveying the D. Shoots over Walker. Misses off the right iron. Miami's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Wiggins against Westbrook. 13 feet away. It's deflected.
Encouraging to see Kanter trying harder on the defensive end. There's height. There's ability to block shots. Go to work, Ennis.
The Heat shooting at 52% for the field. They're clicking. And Walker kicks to Ariza. Bertans with the ball. He's against Kanter. Pass to Walker. And here's Wiggins. The Heat need to get a shot off. Kept alive. Tries yet again. And Hayward with the block.
Well, this is where Gordon Hayward has turned himself into a dependable two-way player. How good is he at using his length to turn away these shots?
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Heat.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And in a 3-game season series, they take the first 2, and certainly they've had the edge in this matchup.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Wall.
He affected the game so much with the way he was able to come out and get steals and extra possessions for his team.
Wiggins with it. He kicks to Walker. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Enes Kanter.
And you always know what you're going to get from Walker from the line. He's been a solid, consistent free throw shooter his entire career.
He hits the second from the line. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. Miami grabs the miss. Now Walker. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. They poured it out tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved it. David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.